So he was like, we're not quite there yet with electric cars. But when we are, and bearing in mind, this is the original I drive a big truck Texan dude, he was like, when we are, everyone's going to switch over to him because it's just so much easier. You know, it's just like the idea of, he was like, the ease and comfort and reliability that an electric car has brought to my commute. He's like, it's like comparing dial-up to broadband. He was like, I miss the way a normal car runs a little bit, but once they work the kinks out, everyone's going to be driving it, and the whole world will change.
Then what are you going to do?
Oil.
Saudi Arabia.
Houston.
Then what are you going to do with all those oil things?
Yeah.
Maybe for my lantern in 1800.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know. We still have to make the electricity. That has to come from somewhere, and it can't all be geothermal. So, you know, basically we're going to be burning things in order to get the power to power something. I think they found out that electric cars actually leave a larger carbon footprint than a normal fossil fuel burning car. But here's the thing. It's not about fossil fuel burning and carbon footprints for most people. It's about what makes my life easier. And the day an electric car starts making everyone's life easier is the day the fossil fuel burners are over. All right.
Booyah.
What else?
J.D. Power study ranks Porsche the top car brand.
Yeah, I saw that. Though, to be fair, I think the only criteria for the study was effectiveness at compensating for a tiny penis. Did you hear there's a new social...
or lack of hair.
Did you hear there's a new dating website for women? It's a dating website that only hooks you up with men that have penises that are at least 7 inches long.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I
totally heard about that. Signed up right when it came out. Mm-hmm.
There's a size restriction for this one dating website. Like, you must be this tall for her to want to ride.
Long or wide?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a dating website for women that only like penises beyond the 7-inch mark, and also a dating website for women that hate riding in sports cars. All of the above is true. None of it did I make up for the sake of comedy on the show. All right, one more last piece of news, and then we'll dump on Trump.
A new study found that watching cat videos could make you healthier.
Yeah. Something else it makes you? Single. All righty then. Let's examine Donald Trump's run at being president for a moment, shall we? Remember his speech when he got out on stage and he spent a lot of time declaring how much money he's worth? Yeah. I think that was the whole point of everything. I think that would be like, everyone's just like, why? Why would he want to do this? Why? I mean, no one takes it seriously. Nobody thinks that he's actually serious about it. Why would he get on stage and do something like that? And I think it was basically so he could get up there and announce, I'm worth this much money. I think that was it. I think that was the only reason for him doing that. I don't know. I do know this, though. No one's taking it seriously, and absolutely everybody has viewed it as sort of like an indicator that there's a giant hole, a giant flaw in our political system. It's made us the laughingstock of the world. On a world stage right now, because of Donald Trump, the entire rest of creation is doing this to us at the moment. This guy for president, okay. And this isn't going to help. When Donald Trump announced his candidacy for president, one of the first things he did in true Trump fashion was brag about how many people showed up to hear him speak. Turns out, like a lot of Trump numbers, those numbers were padded. The Hollywood Reporter got a hold of an email that a talent agency called Extra Mile Casting sent to its clients, seeking people to, quote, wear T-shirts and carry signs and help cheer Trump in support of his announcement. How much would you expect to be paid, Funkhauser, to cheer on Donald Trump at his announcement at a run at being president?
Well, scale is about $100 a day, so at least $100, I'd hope.
Yeah, the gig paid $50.
Oh,
he circumvented.
I could be on 2.5 Men with that.
Yeah. Donald Trump circumvented union labor. Didn't have to pay scale. Got to pay people $50 to do it.
$1 per clap.
Yeah. Questions about the crowd surfaced yesterday because, well, this blogger noticed a picture of a man and a woman posing at the event who were both actors. And, well, I mean, there might be certain people that come out in support of Donald Trump for president. Actors, probably not some of them. Meanwhile, another blogger took a picture after the speech showing a staffer pushing a garbage can full of quote-unquote homemade Trump signs. They had people make up fake signs that were not homemade at all, but they had to individually make them so it looked like they were in a folksy way assembled at home to display their love of the Donald and his run at being president. So, yeah. They took a picture after the speech showing a staffer pushing a garbage can full of homemade Trump signs and said the signs were handed out to the crowd at the beginning of the night. They were homemade, but not in the homes of anyone who was there, apparently. Obviously, Trump's campaign manager denied it, saying, quote, Mr. Trump draws record crowds at almost every venue at which he is a featured speaker. The crowds are large, often record-setting and enthusiastic, often with standing ovations. I just figured out what it was. Donald Trump is our Kim Jong-un. Just completely out of touch with any kind of reality whatsoever. If he makes it to president, that is a level of ridiculousness. Think about for a moment how the world pictures the Kim Jong-uns of this world. This crazy ass person that somehow rose to power. This is what Donald Trump will be to the rest of the world if he defies logic and makes it.
Donald Trump is running for president. In his presidential announcement speech yesterday, Donald Trump pledged to become the greatest jobs president that God ever created. That's what he said. This from the man who coined the catchphrase, "You're fired." I thought that was a little odd. Donald Trump said he has a personal fortune of nearly $9 billion. $9 billion, yeah. After hearing this, Hillary Clinton said, wow, he must give 2 speeches a day. That's a lot.
Thank you so much for hanging. We'll be back tomorrow and do it all over again.